You clicked on this video because you want to know the power of silence and why you're so scared of it. Look, the power of silence can truly be a deep tunnel. The power of silence is kind of like a deep tunnel. You're just discovering new things in this tunnel. Think of it as just a dark tunnel and you're walking in there, but you're walking in there blind. But on the way, towards the end of the tunnel, you're going to discover a lot of new things about yourself, and you're going to come to a lot of realizations. You're going to be wiser and smarter with the things that you do now. You're going to start to understand that some people that are in your life are not supposed to be in your life. You're going to discover there's a lot of negative things out in the world and that you want to find peace. And we're finna explain all that in this video. Make sure you stay to the end. Make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. Sitting with your thoughts can be scary, just sitting alone and just thinking, you know. A lot of times we don't really want to sit down and think. We always want to be on the move, you know what I'm saying? We always want to move around. We're humans. We're never just really just sitting down and just thinking about what we need to think about, right? And I feel like a lot of us should understand that we do need alone time. We do need time to think for ourselves. We do need these times because these times is what's going to build character. These times is what's going to help you understand yourself better off, and you can get closer to God when you're alone and you're still in the silence. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about all these different things, you have to understand that you're gonna get a positive out of this stuff. Like being alone and just thinking to yourself, letting your thoughts run your head. That's how you come up with ideas, creative ideas. Even with the job that you want to do, whatever you want to do in your future, if you're not thinking about it constantly, if you're not keeping it on your mind, if you're not thinking about it, how do you expect yourself to do it if you never think about it, or if you never have time to think about it? You understand what I'm trying to say? So a lot of times we're really distracted by those people around us that don't give us the motivation, those people around us that, you know, we call our friends, but in the long run, they're not really helping us. You have to sometimes think deeply on these types of topics because you want to surround yourself with winners. You want to surround yourself with people that want to do somewhat of the same dreams as you, if not better, you know. You want to have friends that make you, like, that help better you, that just help you become the highest version of yourself, you know. You just want people around you that's going to boost your confidence, boost your ego, you know, like but also can humble you too, you know. I feel like I have a lot of friends that we all like want to do good in life, that we all motivate each other. We all push each other to keep going no matter what. Even when we're playing basketball, we could be playing with a random kid. We're going to tell that kid, yo, keep shooting the ball. Like, even if he's airballing, even if he's missing, keep shooting the ball. Like, we want to see you succeed. We want to see you hit a shot. Keep shooting. Like, we don't care how many times you miss. We're going to grab the rebound. We're going to try to fight. And we just want you to keep shooting. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how my friend group is. We're always motivating each other. We're always pushing each other. We're always wanting to do better with our lives. And that's each of us. So, you know, having friends like that is what's going to help you want to become successful, you know? Like, over time, if you have a friend group and all they do is go to parties every weekend and they just chilling every weekend, what do you think's going to happen to you? If you're hanging out with them all the time, now and then, yo, come to this party with us. Oh, bet. Because they're your friends, you're going to say yes. Oh, now you're going to parties. Boom. And it's just a domino effect. And then it just happens. It just keeps falling. You just keep getting deeper and deeper into the hole. And then you start to realize that these friends aren't around you just because they're your friends. They're around you for some reason. Like, I had a coworker that talked to me about it, and he was a dude that started going to parties every weekend, every day, started being every day, every weekend. But then he realized that these people, when people would try to fight him or whatever, they're not standing behind him, but he's quick to stand behind them when it's their turn to fight. You know what I'm saying? So he even told me he fought some other dude for the dude that he thought was his man's. You feel me? So you never really know who's truly around you and what they're for. He was like, they were just using him. They were just using him for the money and the drinks and stuff, and the smokes. So it's like, that's crazy. See, it's a lot of flaw out there in the world, and this is why sometimes you need this alone time with yourself. You need to have time for yourself, so that way you can talk with yourself. You know, you can have these thoughts of your friendships, of how you want to move, you know, just being mentally prepared for everything, being mentally smart. I believe in you. And the last but not least thing is the negative in the world. Look, you start to realize there's a lot of negative in the world just by walking around. You start to see and you start to understand why, like, you know, why you want to be at peace. You realize that there's so much chaos in the world, there could always be worse. And you start to be grateful for what you have. You start to, you know, protect what you have already, protect your peace already. Because you start to understand, you look around, you're like, yo, there's so much bad stuff going on in the world. And this is just what's in front of you. This not even no other parts of the world. We don't even know other parts, what's going on in the world. You know, like there's killing out there right now. Like it's so much stuff like that. It's so much drama. People, you know, wanting to do stuff to themselves. And it's like, I just want to be at peace, you know. I just want to travel. I just want to chill. And I just want to kick back. You feel me? And I just want to enjoy my life. That's me being like me wanting peace, you know. But not everybody wants that. Not everybody, you know, thinks like that. And the more you like talk to people, like I realized that I look at my job like a place for me to learn new things about myself and see how other people is, just to, you know, get a brief understanding. Because I have so many different people at my job that like I get to see how everybody is one-on-one, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I be looking at work like a little place to just learn about people, right? And the more people, you know, get closer to you, the more they start talking about themselves, the more they start being vulnerable with you, right? So I start to realize that a lot of people, like, a lot of people do a lot of negative things. A lot of negativity goes on. Like, their lives are pretty much negative. Like, some people don't even think positive at that job. Like, they think that job is just finna be what they work the rest of their life. I see old people at the job, you know, and stuff like that. Like the things they tell me, like the way their mindset is so negative that it's like, I don't even want to be around that. But I know I'm here to work, you know, get my money, but also I'm learning new things about people, about myself, learning how other people see the world and seeing how I see the world compared to how I see the world. Just because they talked down on their lives and, you know, they thought they never could do anything doesn't change for me, because I believe I could do anything through the Lord Christ. You know what I'm saying? I feel like with Christ in my life, I can do anything. With God in my life, I can do anything, you know? So for me, it's different. I think differently. I think on a higher level than what most people at my job think. Probably one of the highest levels at my job, you know? And I just think so differently that it's like, yo, my mind is so positive. Like, yo, I'm finna get this vid gonna be the one, you know? I think positive like that, like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna make it, which I do believe I'm gonna make it, you know what I'm saying? So things like that, for me, is different, you know? But for people at my job, they be, yeah, I never tried anything, just wanna work, I'm just here to get my money. Like, I understand you're gonna get your money, but bro, you've been doing the same thing for the past 20 years. Like, are you really getting what you think? Or are you really just stuck in a trap? You know what I'm saying? And to me, being stuck in a trap is just that's gotta be negative, because you're just letting yourself fall into the trap, this system that the world wants you to live in and not what Jesus Christ has planned for you, you know? So that's gonna end off the video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And if you're new, check out this new video right here. We'll catch y'all. Peace out. PWEEZY out here. Peace.